Hello and welcome to the 2019 baseball season here for your Puyallup Vikings live all year long on V of the V here at YouTube. Make sure to stay tuned all year long. Get all of your home games here. Tonight, a jamboree here, 3-game jamboree, 3 innings each game. Just a quick Battle of Puyallup tonight. Getting the nod on the mound tonight for your Vikes is Eli Sevener, the senior. He's looking to do something big this year for the Vikes. Deliver on the mound. Behind the dish is Torrin Herrick, who's taken over a big role, filling in for Brady Hinkle for the Vikes. Torrin worked all offseason for this moment and is ready to go is ready to get going and deliver behind the plate for the Vikes. Still getting a little behind here tonight. Getting ER's lineup. First pitch is going to be turned. A great play by Braden Molman at third. He's going to dive, make the grab, and first pitch swung on, goes into left field. Or excuse me, not left field, is grabbed by the third baseman, Braden Molman. A great play by him to get things going for the Vikes. We've got one out here, and stepping up to the plate, number 23, James Keenan. Now batting number 23, James Keenan. So James Keenan stepping up to the plate for the Jags. He's a senior this year as well. First pitch he watches go by for strike one. Curveball there from Eli Sevener up high. So we've got a 1-1 count. Once again, via the V live, all home games this year. Next pitch from Eli Sevener, down low and inside. That's ball two. 2-1 count. I will actually be having a color commentator this year, Ben Schumach, good friend of mine. He's down in Arizona at spring training right now, but we'll be back Tuesday for the first actual game of the season. Next pitch from Eli Sevener, that's a ball 3. So we've got a 3-1 count. Next pitch swung on, going over to Connor Ellingson at shortstop. He's going to throw and get it to Carter Pierce there at first for the second out of this first inning for the Jags. Puyallup so far looking solid. We've got 2 down with 2 up. And first pitch on its way. Third batter way up high from Eli Sevener. But we've got a 1-0 count, but we do have 2 outs. He's looking to get out of this one. 3 up, 3 down. Let's see if he can do it. Next pitch on its way. Swung on. Kind of a check swing, but doesn't get it. And that's going to be a 1-1 count here at the plate. Next pitch from Sevener. Swung on. Strike 2 there. Popped out of the catcher Torrin Herrick's glove, but he made the catch. But strike nevertheless. And a 1-2 count here. On its way from Eli Sevener. Curveball gets that one going down the third base line. Braden Molman charging, throwing it over to first to Carter Pierce. He's going to make the dig for the third out. Puyallup 1-2-3. First inning looking solid so far in the game, in the season opener of this 2019 season. Puyallup looking solid in that first 1-2-3. Perfect so far for Eli Sevener. Once again, a 3-inning game here, Puyallup. And then they play 7 o'clock against Rogers. Battle of Puyallup, get things going this year. I'll be back in just a second for the bottom of the first. So the lineup for your Vikes game one tonight is going to be Drake Anderson leading off. Behind him, Evan Scavato. Then Jonas Kim, Braden Molman, Kyler Johnson, Kendall Luckman, Carter Pierce, Torrin Herrick, and Connor Ellingson. He's going to be rounding up the lineup at the number 9 spot for the Vikes. They're looking to get things going here tonight. A hot start. They will be facing, let's see. Once again, I do not have the lineups for Emerald Ridge. They will be facing, looks like Kyle Heaton on the mound for Emerald Ridge. Hard throwing righty. Looking to get things started for Emerald Ridge today. But Puyallup, Drake Anderson looking to start things off hot and get this game going. Looking to do something in this leadoff position. A sophomore this year, Drake Anderson just worked hard, was the one freshman last year that got a suit up for varsity. This year came in, worked season, worked hard, and is looking to deliver at this leadoff position. Now batting designated hitter number 5, Drake Anderson. So Drake Anderson stepping in to the plate for the Vikes. First at bat of the 2019 season for the Vikes. First pitch on its way from Kyle Heaton inside. That's going to be called ball 1. We've got a 1-0 count. Once again, bottom of the first here tonight. And next pitch on its way. Good pitch down the middle. Strike 1 there. We've got a 1-1 count for Drake Anderson. And the 1-1 on its way from Kyle Heaton. Down low in the dirt. We've got a ball 2. We've got a 1-2 count here. Drake Anderson once again looking to get things going for the Vikes tonight in game 1. And next pitch from Kyle Heaton. Swung on, going down the third baseline. It's going to go right to the third baseman who's going to make that play, throw it over to first, and we've got 1 up, 1 down for Emerald Ridge. Stepping up to the plate is going to be Evan Scavato. Now batting second baseman number 27, Evan Scavato. So Evan Scavato, a University of Portland commit. He's looking to step into the box here for the Vikes, get things going after that ground out to the third baseman from Drake Anderson. First pitch from Heaton to Scavato down low for ball 1. That one's going to be fouled back into the fence behind him here. We've got a 1-1 count on Evan Scavato. And the 1-1 on its way from Heaton. Swung on, going over to the shortstop, Jake Stoner. He's going to fumble with it a little bit, but Evan Scavato's going to be there to beat that one out. He hustles down the first baseline. Once again, that one hit to Jake Stoner at short. He's going to fumble with it, make a couple errors. Can't get it over to first in time. A single for Evan Scavato. We've got a runner on first with 1 out, and Jonas Kim stepping up to the plate for the Vikes. Now batting center fielder number 3, Jonas Kim. So Jonas Kim once again stepping in here for the Vikes. Let's see what he can do with a runner on first. First pitch, good pitch from Kyle Heaton there. Outside corner to Jonas Kim. Jonas, center fielder, committed to University of Puget Sound to play next year for his baseball career at the college level. Next pitch, fouled up, going over the right field fence for Jonas Kim. Once again, Jonas committed to University of Puget Sound next year. Go play baseball there, a D3 school in Tacoma. Many of you probably know where it's at. Little bit of a struggling team right now, but he's looking to go in, just have a good time, keep playing the game he loves. Heaton's going to throw back there, trying to get Scavato at first, but Scavato's going to dive back in time. We've got an 0-2 count on Jonas Kim, though. Let's see if he can battle back, do something, deliver with a man on first for the Vikes. 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Next pitch from Kyle Heaton. Jonas Kim is going to swing on that one, going deep into center field. Center fielder tracking back. Good play, running, making the grab over his shoulder. Fly out to center field. He's going to be the second out of this bottom of the first inning for the Vikes. So we've got 2 outs, runner on first, and the cleanup man, Braden Molman, stepping into the box for the Vikes. Now batting third baseman, number 24, Braden Molman. So Braden Molman stepping in. He's looking to have a big year this year for the Vikes at the plate, looking to bring some power to this lineup. A lineup that's already got a little bit of power between him and Jonas Kim. Jonas last night in Puyallup did a little scrimmage in their practice. Jonas Kim went yard over the left field fence, a ball that was absolutely crushed in like 20 degrees weather. Can't imagine what it would have been if it was a warmer. But he absolutely crushed it. So him and Braden Molman back-to-back in this lineup. A little bit of power here being delivered for the Vikes in their 3-4 spot. Braden Molman, no pitches to him yet. And first pitch on its way from Heaton to Braden Molman. That's going to be fouled into the fence there along the first baseline. We've got no one count. So once again, an 0-1 count on Braden Molman at the plate for the Vikes here. He's looking to deliver with a runner on first. Do something here. And Scavato's going to take second there, gets a good jump, is going to slide in just in time. They don't get him. We've got a runner in scoring position with an 0-2 count for Braden Molman. Let's see if he can do something for the Vikes here. A big opportunity to blow things open here in the bottom of the first. Let's see if he can do it. And the 0-2 on its way from Kyle Heaton to Braden Molman. Swung on, going to the shortstop, Jake Stoner. He's going to make the backhanded grab, throw it over to first, and going to get there just in time. So despite Evan Scavato getting a second there, being a threat in scoring position for the Vikes, they don't do anything. 4 guys up, and couldn't do anything for the Vikes. Eli Sevener heads back out on the mound here, top of the second. So we've got a tie ball game in the second. I'll be back in just a minute. So we're back here for the top of the second. Eli Sevener back out on the mound for the Vikes. Wesley Robinson looking to start things off for the Jags. Maybe get things going. First pitch from the lefty. Inside, great pitch. Curveball that just tailed in at the end. Gets Robinson on the inside edge. We've got an 0-1 count. So Eli Sevener, a senior this year, hasn't got much time on the mound. His tenure here at Puyallup, but looking to do something big for the Vikes this year as one of the main arms. Just a lefty, has lots of movement, can get pretty crafty on the mound. He's looking to do something big this year. Next pitch, the 1-1 count up high. Ball 2, 1-2 count for Eli Sevener. Last summer, in summer ball, Sevener was Sevener delivered through pretty well this summer. That one up high, called. That one's close, but we've got a 3-1 count. Let's see if Sevener can bounce back. That one inside. A leadoff walk for Wesley Robinson is going to get things going for the Jags in the top of the second. Nobody in left fielder, Andrew Gideon. So Gideon stepping into the box for the Jags. A runner on first. Sevener makes a good move. Gideon's going to pull that over to Carter Pierce. At first, he's going to throw it down to Connor Ellingson, who's covering second to get the lead runner there. A good play by Carter Pierce, making the backhand throw. Connor Ellingson running over, covering the base at second, making the grab, and getting the force out there at second. We've got a runner on first with one out. And that'll bring up Nimick. So Nimick looking to do something for the Jags here with a runner on first, one out. First pitch right down the middle. Fastball from Eli Sevener, looking good there. An 0-1 count. So once again, Gideon hit that one over to Carter Pierce at first, and he made the play. Curveball, that one going into left center. Jonas Kim running over, making the grab. Great hustle by Jonas Kim in center field. Running back to make that one on the run for the second out of this inning. Great play there once again from Jonas Kim to keep the runner on first with two outs. And that'll bring up Tyler Martin. Nobody in first baseman, Tyler Martin. So Tyler Martin stepping into the box here for the Jags. And strike called there. First pitch from Eli Sevener. Good pitch there. We've got an 0-1 count on Tyler Martin, the first baseman. He's looking to do something with the Jags. Got a runner on first there. And next pitch from Eli Sevener inside. Torrin Herrick's going to let that one slip by. Gideon's going to advance to second. So now Emerald Ridge has got a runner in scoring position with a 1-1 count. Torrin Herrick looking to block that one, but it just slipped by. And the 1-1 on its way from Sevener inside. Good pitch. Gets it on the inside edge there for strike two. We've got a 1-2 count on Tyler Martin here at the plate for the Jags. He's looking to do something with a runner on second. Eli Sevener on the mound, looking to close this one out. Let's see what he can do with this next pitch. And the wind up, that one way up high, but Tyler Martin swung on it into the fence here along the first baseline. Count's going to remain 1-2, 2 outs. Runner on second here in the top of the second inning. Tyler Martin looking to do something for the Jags, but we'll see what he does. And next pitch from Eli Sevener, curveball down low. Great work by Torrin Herrick behind the dish to stop that one from getting past him. We've got a 2-2 count. Twos all across the top of the scoreboard with 2 outs. Once again, Torrin Herrick filling big shoes this year behind the dish for the Vikes, taking over for Brady Hinkle, who's now playing at TCC. Gideon going. And strike right down the middle for Eli Sevener to end this one. Great work by him getting out of that situation. No damage done. We head to the bottom of the second with a 0-0 ball game. Puyallup coming out looking to get the bats going. Let's see what they can do and if they can do anything with Coming up for the Vikes is going to be Kyler Johnson, Kendall Luckman, and Carter Pierce. Let's see if they can do something for the Vikes here in the bottom of the second. We'll be back shortly. So once again, Kyler Johnson followed by Kendall Luckman, who's followed by Carter Pierce, coming out in the bottom of the second, looking to do something for the Vikes here, do something big, get the bats going, maybe get some runs on the board here in the second inning. We're only playing 3 today. Kyler Johnson, the junior this year, playing right field. Wasn't sure about his position coming into the season, but last year's right fielder, Evan Scavato, moved into second base, so Kyler Johnson filled his spot in right field. A quick kid, dual sport athlete, plays football, pretty good on the football field too. His first pitch is fouled back into the fence behind him. And the 0-1 from Kyle Heaton. Kyler Johnson calls time. It's granted. He steps out of the box looking to do something for the Vikes. Let's see what he can do in this 5 spot in the Puyallup lineup. Next pitch on its way. Up high, stays there. Looks like it was starting to curve down into the zone there at the last second, but didn't quite get there in time. Oh, excuse me, that was a called strike. We do have a 1-1 count on Kyler Johnson. That one inside, ball 2. We've got a 2-1 count. So Kyler Johnson, the right fielder, looking to do something for the Vikes. He stepping in, filling a position that opened up. Next man up, one of the mottos of this Puyallup team. Johnson's going to get his bat out on that one, but it's going to go into the trees there along the first baseline. 2-2 count for Kyler Johnson at the plate, facing Kyle Heaton on the mound. And 2-2 on its way. Swung on, fouled back. Kyler Johnson staying alive here at the plate for the Vikes. Let's see what he can do in the bottom of the second. Possibly get something big going for the Vikes. Kyle Heaton looking to get the first guy out. Next pitch on its way. Swung on and missed from Kyler Johnson. So a K there to get things going in the bottom of the second for Kyle Heaton. And up comes Kendall Luckman, the left fielder. Nobody in the left fielder, number 7, Kendall Luckman. So Kendall Luckman looking to clean up there for Kyler Johnson, who in his first at-bat swung on a strike 3. First pitch there called for strike 1 on Kendall Luckman on the outside corner. Let's see what Luckman can do here. Left field, played left field last year as well. So coming in to this season, swung on that one. A good pitch from Kyle Heaton. We've got an 0-2 count. Luckman down early here. Let's see if he can battle back and get things going. The 0-2 on its way from Kyle Heaton. Kendall Luckman, a chopper over to the third baseman who's going to charge. Throw it over to first in time for the second out of this inning. That'll bring up the first baseman, Carter Pierce. Fun fact, that's my brother. So Carter looking to do something with 2 out here, nobody on in the bottom of the second. Nobody in first baseman, number 26, Carter Pierce. So Carter Pierce, first pitch on its way in his at-bat. That one called strike. Looked like it could have been up high, but called strike 1 there on Pierce as he watches it go by. So Carter Pierce, first baseman this year, played a little bit at first last year, but mostly was the DH for last year's team. Next pitch, great pitch from Kyle Heaton. That one curves from the inside back into the strike zone. Carter Pierce struggled behind the plate a little bit last year. Looking to battle back this year. Let's see what he can do with an 0-2 count on him early. 2 outs. Next pitch. He watches 3 straight backwards K from Kyle Heaton there to get the third out of this inning. Carter Pierce wasn't sure about that last call. Looked like it could have been on the outside edge, but it did look like a good pitch. So he watches 3 straight for the Vikes in the bottom of the second. We head to the top of the third, our last inning. Coming out on the mound for the Vikes is going to be Braden Molman. So Molman coming in for the Vikes here in the top of the third. Sevener, just 2 innings of work today. Trying to keep the load at a minimum for the Vikes. Let's see what Molman can do. Hasn't thrown before for Puyallup, but with Puyallup coming into this season, wasn't super sure. I mean, had 2 guys for arms, but those 2 kids made a couple poor decisions. Couldn't be on the team this year. So Puyallup ended up Sevener being one guy who's come through, looking to deliver, step up, next man up this year. Another guy, Levi Cucci, who's a junior, hard-throwing righty. And guys like Molman and Drake Anderson, who don't usually play, but they are filling this position. They're playing this year. They're throwing this year because it's needed on the mound. Puyallup not sure. Some guys could go 6 innings. Some guys could only go 3. So they do have plenty of arms. Let's see what they can do this year. Now pitching for your Vikes, number 24, Braden Molman. So Molman stepping onto the mound, and Caden Martin stepping into the box now for the Jags. Now batting catcher, number 24, Caden Martin. So Caden Martin, the catcher for the Jags in the top of the third, looking to get things going. Molman, first pitch. That one barreled into left center. Jonas Kim playing a little shallow. He can't get there. He's going to cut it off, get it in to second. So a leadoff double for Caden Martin in the top of the third. Off Braden Molman to get things going for the Jags here. Big time hit there for Caden Martin. And first pitch of this next at-bat, runner on second from Molman, up high and inside, ball 1. So Molman looking to battle back after that leadoff double. First pitch from, that was Tyler Martin. Caden Martin at the box now. In the plate now. A 1-0 pitch on its way from Braden Molman. Swung on, barreled back into the fence. We've got a 1-1 count here at the plate. Braden Molman on the mound for the Vikes. He's looking to do something this year at that spot. Let's see what he can do and if he can deliver for the Vikes. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in for this Game 1. Make sure you tune back in for Game 2, Game 3 of this Jamboree at 7 p.m. against Rogers. That pitch up high, a 2-1 count, went back off Torrin Herrick's glove, but Martin there at second stays, doesn't go anywhere. So no damage done off that. We've got a 2-1 count for Braden Molman on the mound for the Vikes. That ball swung on, going into high right field. Jonas Kim is going to call that off from Kyler Johnson and make the play there in right center, shallow right center. We've got one out, runner on second, and Jake Stoner coming into the box for the Jags now. Nobody in shortstop, number 2, Jake Stoner. So Jake Stoner looking to deliver, solid kid with his glove. Has struggled at times at the plate, but he's looking to do something for the Jags. And that ball up high from Molman. 4-1, a 1-0 count here for Jake Stoner at the plate. So Stoner, a runner on second, an opportunity to do something with a runner in scoring position for the Jags. We've got a 1-0 count from Braden Molman with 1 out. And that one is going to sneak by Torrin Herrick, who's going to turn. He's going to let it get by him. That's going to be harmful as the runner advances to third there after a pass ball from Torrin Herrick. So something, once again, Torrin Herrick filling the shoes of Brady Hinkle, who was the man behind the dish the last 2 years for the Vikes. Torrin Herrick stepping in, looking to do something big. Hadn't really... caught before, hadn't been in this big position, but is looking to do something with it. Worked hard all offseason, got in pretty good shape, has been working at catching. Jake Stoner fouls that one over the first baseline fence. We've got a 2-1 count for Stoner. Molman looking to do something. Runners in for the Vikes. A ball in the infield. It's more than likely going to go to home. Good pitch there from Molman. Hard fastball there down low in the zone for a 2-2 count. Deuces here with 1 out on third for the Jags. They're looking to get things going, possibly put up a run in the top of the third. Molman has other ideas as he gets Stoner swinging there. Great pitch from Braden Molman. Gets Jake Stoner swinging there. We've got 2 outs, a runner on third, and that'll bring up the second baseman. That'll bring up, let's see, Justin Stransky, second baseman. First pitch from Molman outside. So Justin Stransky, a sophomore, coming in for the Jags this year, looking to do something for them. And the 1-0 from Molman. That one, Stransky puts his bat out on it, goes back into the fence. We've got a 1-1 count, 2 outs here. Runner on third in the top of the third inning. Molman looking to battle back. Stransky, the leadoff man for the Jags. Quick kid, sophomore this year, though. Next pitch, that one fouled on Stransky a little early to that one. We've got a 1-2 count, 2 outs at the plate. Good pitch, off speed there for Molman, getting Stransky a little ahead of that one, and he fouls back behind him. The 1-2 on its way from Braden Molman, swung on, going over just past Connor Ellingson at short. That's going to score a run for the Jags. An RBI single for Justin Stransky is going to put a runner on first, bring in a run for the Jags in the top of the third, and bring up number 23, James Keenan. Nobody in James Keenan. So James Keenan stepping into the plate for the Jags with a runner on first, and they did take, after that RBI single, the 1-0 lead, and the pitch there from Braden Molman is going to slide by Torin Herrick, going to bounce off his glove. And we've got a 1-0 count. Runner on second after Stransky advanced on that passed ball. Molman looking to deliver. Let's see what he can do here. The 1-0 to Keenan, swung on, fouled back just barely off the tip of his bat. We've got a 1-1 count. So once again, runner on second, James Keenan. Going to be ER's ace probably on the mound this year. Isn't throwing tonight, though. So once again, Emerald Ridge took a 1-0 lead early in the top of this third inning. And the 1-1, nope, Molman's going to turn around. Put Stransky in his place there at second. 1-1 count, 2 outs here once again for the Jags at the plate. And next pitch on its way, outside, just barely, a 2-1 here. So Molman once again hasn't thrown before for Puyallup, his first outing on the mound. So far, struggling a little bit, but just a jamboree, getting the nerves off, getting the jitters off. I'm sure he will bounce back when it comes time. Keenan swung it. That one gave it all he could, but just missed it. We've got a 2-2 count, 2 outs, deuces across the top of the scoreboard for the Jags here in the top of the third. And Molman's going to step off, put Stransky back at the base. He had a pretty large lead that Molman didn't like. Herrick's going to head out to the mound, have a little chat with Molman there for the Vikes. See if they can figure something out and stop things from getting even worse here in the top of the third. Not super bad, though. Here did score 1 run. But Puyallup, they do have a pretty solid lineup this year. Pretty solid guys. Solid bats for the Vikes. Let's see if they can do something in the bottom of the third, but we're not there yet. 2-2 from Braden Molman. That one looked good, but called just outside a full count with 2 outs. Second for James Keenan. Big moment here, big pitch for Braden Molman for the Vikes. Molman in the stretch. The 3-2 on its way to James Keenan. That's going to be barreled deep into left field. He got all of that one. That's going to one-hop the fence. Hit the fence. Kendall Luckman's going to be back there. A double for James Keenan is going to bring in another for the Jags. They take a 2-0 lead in the top of the third. Big hit there by James Keenan. He got all of that one. If it was any more left, that could have been out. That one hop to the fence. Quite a hit there from James Keenan, who can do that. So Braden Molman struggling a little bit right now on the mound for the Vikes. Weiss is going to head out there. Just tell him to calm down, get this last out, and get out of this thing. So that'll bring up Harris to the plate for the Jags. Jagger Harris for Emerald Ridge here, the designated hitter, runner on second. Molman looking to get out of this thing with no more damage done. Emerald Ridge already got 2 runs this top of the third, last inning this game. And the first pitch of this at-bat, way outside. Torrin Herrick working hard, not letting that one get past him. We've got a 1-0 count. And the 1-0 from Molman on its way. Down low, that's going to squeeze by Herrick, but bounce back right to him. So a 2-0 count, nothing done there. Runner doesn't advance. We've got a 2-0 count. 2 outs, runner on second. Molman looking to get out of this thing with no more damage done for the Vikes. And Molman from the stretch throws that one outside. A 3-0 count for the designated hitter, Jagger Harris at the plate. Let's see what Molman can do. And next pitch, swung on, barreled, going into the tennis courts there along the first base line. Count's going to move to 3-1. Once again, Emerald Ridge looking solid so far. I mean, you can look at this, see something. That one's going to be barreled up into right field. Kyler Johnson's going to call it and going to get his glove under that one for the 3rd out of this inning. One of the ER kids, that kid that just flew out, is kind of getting in the Puyallup kids' heads. See if that'll spark something. Emerald Ridge takes a 2-0 lead here in the top of the third. We head to the bottom of the third. Puyallup looking to bounce back, get back at this lead Emerald Ridge took in the bottom of the third, the last inning of this game. You can look at some things here, see how guys hit, all that. But Puyallup looking, just kind of trying to get as many guys time on the mound as they can. Sure, in a real game situation, Eli Sevener would have stayed on the mound there for the Vikes for a 3rd inning, as he was throwing pretty solid. Didn't throw many pitches at all, actually. He only threw, let's see here. Sevener only threw 24 pitches in 2 innings, so pretty good so far. In a real game situation, I am sure he would have stayed out there on the mound. But Braden Molman came out, Weiss looking to get him some time on the mound in a game. Heaton coming out for his 3rd inning of work for Emerald Ridge. They're taking a little bit of a different approach, just trying to keep one guy on the mound the whole time. Leading off for the Vikes is going to be the catcher, Torin Herrick. He's looking to get things going. Hopefully start a big inning for the Vikes after a little bit of a struggle on the defensive side in the top of the third. Now batting catcher number 31, Torin Herrick. So Torin stepping in. Herrick worked hard all offseason, not only behind the dish, getting better as a catcher, but worked hard on his hitting. Let's see if he can do something. First pitch called inside, strike one to Torin Herrick. So he's looking to battle back here. Once again, Kyle Heaton on the mound for the Jags, his third inning of work. The 0-1 on its way to Torin Herrick, swung on and missed, an 0-2 count here. Let's see if Herrick can do something for the Vikes. He's down big early here with an 0-2 count on him. And the 0-2 from Heaton. Swung on, barreled into right center. That ball pieced up by Torin Herrick. That's going to be at least 2 bases for him. A great piece off the 0-2 count. He's going to 3. And Torin Herrick is going to get there, a leadoff single in the bottom of the third for Torin Herrick to get things going for these Vikes. Get back at that 2-0 lead the Jags took in the top of the third. Great piece into right center, just going oppo for Torin Herrick. That ball driven back, and he used his speed there, getting to third. Great piece to get things going for the Vikes in the bottom of the third, and that'll bring up Connor Ellingson. Now batting shortstop number 25, Connor Ellingson. So Ellingson stepping in, junior this year as well. He kind of is going to be a utility man for the Vikes this year. That ball looked like it could have been called a strike, but was called ball one. We've got a 1-0 count. Runner on third. Ellingson looking to deliver for the Vikes here in the bottom of the third. Let's see what he can do. We've got a courtesy runner over for the catcher at third. That's going to be number 17, Warren Bryhop. Bryhop, a senior this year. He's got some wheels on him. Let's see if Ellingson can deliver here with a 1-0 count, bottom of the third. Runner on third for the Vikes after the leadoff triple by Torin Herrick. And that one way up high and outside, a 2-0 count. Keaton looking like he's getting a little rattled here. Let's see if he can bring things back together. And the 2-0 on its way to Connor Ellingson at the plate for the Vikes. That one up high, 3-0 count, 3 straight balls. I'm sure Ellingson is going to watch this one unless it is perfect. Once again, we got Warren Bryhop there on third for the Vikes. He's courtesy running for Torin Herrick, who had the leadoff triple. And the 3-0 on its way. That one going to be strike one. Good pitch from James Keenan. Got one there. We've got a 3-1 count. Once again, Ellingson here. It's got to be perfect probably for him to swing at it. We'll see, though, if he can deliver with a runner on third. And the 3-1 from Heaton on its way. Swung on, barreled into deep center field. The center fielder running back, tracking it. But Warren Bryhop's going to tag up. The RBI, fly out into center field for Connor Ellingson, is going to put one on the board for the Vikes here in the bottom of the third. We've got a 2-1 ball game. And that'll bring us to the top of the lineup with Drake Anderson stepping in. So Drake Anderson stepping into the plate. 1 out, nobody on. Nobody, number 5, Drake Anderson. So Drake looking to do something for the Vikes here. They already got 1 back in the bottom of the third. Let's see if they can keep this rally going. We've got 1 out, nobody on. First pitch, that's going to be fouled up over the fence here along the first baseline. We've got a 1-1 count for Drake Anderson at the plate for the Vikes. Ellingson with the RBI fly out to center field. A good piece. Really got a hold of that ball, but the center fielder out there for the Jags playing well. And next pitch. Strike 2 there right down the middle. Anderson watches that go by. Let's see if Drake Anderson can do something. He's got a 1-2 count on him, 1 out. Drake Anderson, the leadoff man for the Vikes. And the 1-2 from Kyle Heaton on its way. Swung on. Drake Anderson staying alive there at the plate. Just gets the tip of his bat on that one. And we've got a 1-2 count still. So once again, Drake Anderson, the sophomore here this year. A stud looking to do big things in his baseball career. That's going to be ripped down the left field line, but just foul. That could have been dangerous for Drake Anderson. That one pulled hard down the left field line, third base line, but just went foul. Drake Anderson's got some wheels on him too. That could have been pretty big for the Vikes, but the count remains 1-2. Anderson still fighting here for the Vikes. And the 1-2 on its way from Kyle Heaton. Up high, ball 2. We've got a 2-2 count. 1 out, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the 2-2 from Kyle Heaton down low. We've got a full count. Drake Anderson battling at the plate. A great at-bat so far for the Vikes. Let's see if he can keep this thing going. 3-2 count, 1 out, nobody on. Drake Anderson looking to get on base for the Vikes here. And the 3-2 on its way from Kyle Heaton. That one going to be barreled up to the shortstop, Jake Stoner. He's going to run over, make a play on it. Make a good play, running over just behind second base, throwing it over, getting Anderson just in time. There's 2 outs, nobody on. And Evan Scavato stepping up to the plate for the Vikes, looking to do something. Now batting third baseman, number 27, Evan Scavato. So Evan Scavato stepping in, 2 outs. Big spot here for the Vikes for Evan Scavato. Let's see if he can deliver. And the first pitch from Heaton on its way. Up high, ball 1. So once again, Evan Scavato stepping in. He was the only guy with a hit for the Vikes in the, so far, first time through the lineup. Ball 2 there for Evan Scavato. He's got a 2-0 count. Scavato reached on an error from Jake Stoner, the shortstop, but he did nevertheless get on base for the Vikes. The 2-0 count from Kyle Heaton on its way to Scavato. That one down low, ball 3. We've got a 3 outs. Big time pitch here. Called strike 3. He watches that go by. Emerald Ridge is going to take this one 2-1. But once again, a 3-inning game. You can see how guys hit all that, but Puyallup, once again, as I said earlier, you would assume that they would have left their guy, Eli Sevener, on the mound. He only threw 24 pitches in 2 innings, but they brought in Molman to get him some game time on the mound. You can assume lots, though. Puyallup loses this first game of this Jamboree 2-1. Emerald Ridge bailed it up there in the bottom of the third. Braden Molman struggled a little bit on the mound. Thank you again for tuning in here for game 1 of this Jamboree. We will be back in about an hour, a little bit over an hour for game 2, Puyallup versus Rogers. Thank you for tuning in again for game 1. We'll be back. Come back and tune in.